Good afternoon, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we're doing a walk around video of our 2015 WRX Premium in gunmetal grey. We're going to go around this car, I'm going to show you the quality of this vehicle and point out some of the brilliant design features as well. I really like the update that Subaru has done on this model car. It's a nice aggressive look across the front with a perfect mixture of curvature and sharp angles as well. You do have your daytime running lights around here with your HID headlights with the headlight washer, as well as your indicator and your fog light just down the bottom here with your nice big iconic Subaru badge right in the middle. Now this paint has got an awesome metallic flake to it. The way the sun comes down and hits this metallic paint really makes it sparkle and shine. It just gives it a really nice, fantastic depth to the paint. We do have this nice aggressive front bonnet scoop, which delivers a lot of cool air while you're driving to the top mounted intercooler on top of our boxer engine. Talk a little bit more about the engine in a minute, but that does really add to the aggressive look and the performance of this vehicle as well, which is really good and a nice iconic car for Subaru. Coming around now to the driver's side, the way that the wheel arch sort of comes out a bit and has a nice sharp angle to shear off is quite aerodynamic and just gives it that nice look, like I said, that perfect blend of nice curves into sharp angles. We do have across here the invisible front protector, which protects the front of the car. It's perfectly color matched as well. You can only really see it when you get up close, and it protects the front of the car from stone chips, so the front of the car is in fantastic condition. Having a look at our first premium alloy wheel, these are 17-inch alloys. There are no gutter rashing on this dark grey rim, which is matched to the colour of the car quite well, and it really stands out when you're driving down the street. Silver WRX badging just here to help break up the driver's side door guard. You do have your color-coded mirror caps here and your indicators integrated into the side just here. Along the side skirt, it does have that nice aggressive look as well, with color-coded door handles with keyless entry and push-button start. This car does have a sunroof, but I'll talk about that a little bit more on the inside. From the outside, you can see it's got that bit of tint on it, really making it look nice and matched to the car. And you do have your nice little shark fin antenna just here for all of your radio and everything else. Coming along now to our second premium alloy wheel. Once again, no gutter rash on this car and a brand new Dunlop tyre as well. Presents absolutely fantastic with our fuel filler cap here on the driver's side. We have this little lip spoiler here, nice tidy addition to the car, a subtle touch giving the back of the car a more aggressive look. Across here we do have our WRX badging and all-wheel drive badging, as well as our quad tip exhaust to really give the back of the car that nice symmetric look with our color-coded rear reversing sensors and our rear camera as well. Popping the boot of this car, you do have a lot of space back there with our genuine floor mats, and you can just see how well and how good condition it is back there. A common place to have some markings in back here is on this rear boot guard across here, but there aren't any really, so you can tell that this car wasn't really used to just lug some things around. Lifting up under here, we do have our roadside emergency tools, and underneath our space saver tyre as well, which is really good to see. Closing this down and moving around now to the passenger side of the car, you do see these nice bright red tail lights help breaking up that dark grey colour throughout and really stand out, once again adding to that nice design point of the car. On our third wheel, there's once again a brand new Dunlop tyre with no gutter rash. The second side of the car has got maybe a very minor scratch just here, but otherwise it appears to be fantastic. Oh, I just noticed another hairline scratch just here. Just trying to point some stuff out for you guys. Moving around now to our last wheel, once again, no gutter rash on this wheel either. All four wheels in fantastic condition with brand new tyres is something you don't have to worry about. The paint just seems to be in absolutely brilliant condition as well. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to pop the bonnet of this car and we're going to talk a little bit more about that turbocharged 2-litre 4-cylinder boxer engine that is iconic with the Subaru WRX and the way that it's designed to help get more power to the engine itself. So like I said, across here you do have the high mounted scoop to help get that nice airflow straight in, which comes out underneath here straight on top of the engine, which is where our high mounted intercooler is. Now when you come in for a closer look, just pay attention to how good and how clean this engine bay really is. You'll see that you have nice easy access to your oil filter here because they've designed it with the mechanical person in mind. Just working on this engine is an absolute dream. This car does have 197 kilowatts of power and 350 newton meters of torque, with an acceleration of 0 to 100 in 6.3 seconds is an amazing result for a car with a 2-litre engine of this size, and you really feel that power. Right behind that is the 8-speed automatic transmission with a 60-litre fuel tank. You can still average about 8.6 litres per 100 k's, which is extraordinary for a car that puts out that sort of performance, which with all that combination in mind, that works out to be just under 700 kilometres on average from a full tank of fuel. This car does have 7 airbags as well, with a 5-star ANCAP safety rating for you. Right, looking at the interior now, it presents just as good as the outside of the car. Just going to quickly run through the quality and some features for you. So starting over here on the right, we do have our side mirror adjustment electronically, so it really saves you from leaning across the car to adjust your other mirrors. Child lock for both the doors and the windows, and full electric window control just here. Bit of leather on the back of the door, nice long armrest to rest your arm on. Really nicely designed. If I move the wheel to the right, you'll see you've got your push stop start button here, as well as your boot release. Underneath here, your traction control, and also the dimmer switch for your cluster as well. Bit of carbon fiber trimming for the dash really brings it to life. On the right hand control arm, you've got your indicator as well as your headlight control. Moving this over to the left, you've got your front and rear windshield wiper as well, which is really cool to see. Steering wheel itself is fantastic condition. Bit of red stitching on the leather wrap steering wheel, and a nice racing styled, really comfy to hold. You do have your paddle shifters here. Being an automatic, this does add another dimension to the drivability of this car. On the right hand side, you've got all of your driving and cruise control settings. On the left, you've got all of your phone and Bluetooth and media settings and voice control as well. And down here, you do have your information buttons for the cluster just in front of you, just there. The cluster itself is styled really nicely. Nice red lights, really looks like a cockpit when you're driving a plane. Just race car even, just makes it a real nice aggressive feel. Moving now to the center of the car, up the top here, we do have a nice boost gauge. You can change that around. When you throw it into reverse, it actually becomes your reverse camera, and you can change the information up there. But the boost gauge on this engine is actually probably the best one to have. Really helps you if you know what you're looking for. Just left to that, you do have your climate control setting display, just to show you what's going on there. Moving down from that, you got your hazard light display just above your nice media unit. So this does have a CD player in the top. As you can see, we do have that really nice, easy to look at GPS in this car, surrounded by that carbon fiber trimming, which is really fluent throughout the rest of the car. Underneath here, we got our hard buttons for all of our air conditioning, climate control. Really easy to use, nice within reach, and just real easy to grip. It's just such a good system that they've come up with. Moving down from that, just under here, we do have a nice amount of storage with a 12-volt socket. Just behind that, we do have our automatic shifter. You can just, like I said, you got nice leather with the red stitching. Throwing it down into drive and then across gives you manual mode, which is really cool to see. And then just moving back from that, we've got two cup holders with our nice handbrake. Our leather wrap center console. When I open that up, you do have a lot of room in here, which is really cool to see. Got your USB, auxiliary, and 12-volt socket in there as well. Now just have a quick look at the front of the car. While you do that, I'm going to have a quick read at the service history. This car has done 34,000 Ks. So service history, first service done at 4,000, 10,000, 16, 30, 34. So it does have full service history. It's up to date, which is really good to see. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to jump in the back of the car and just show you how much room this car does have in the rear for any passengers that you might bring along with you on a trip. So now in the back of the car, I'm a 6'1" adult, so I do have long legs. I need a bit of leg room, but I'm quite comfortable in the back of this car. Just wanted to move back here, give you a really good idea about the quality of the back seat as well, and just how much room you have. With the whole darkness of the interior, with the black roof lining, the carpet's in amazing condition as well. It's just, like I said, the back of the car presents just as well as the front. You do have your ISOFIX seating here for any child seats that you might want to put in, which is really handy to have. Yeah, and you can comfortably fit 3 adults across the back here as well, with your built-in sound system just coming out of the rear parcel shelf there. Guys, thanks for taking time to watch our walk around video of our 2015 Subaru WRX Premium. I did forget to go on about the sunroof, so I'm just sort of demonstrating it now. It's a nice big opening. Like I said, this car is in fantastic condition, full service history, and being the updated WRX shape, this car is just a fantastic vehicle to own. Rims in perfect condition as well. Just one last thing I'd like to go over is that this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which gives you 5 years of mechanical protection for the vehicle, as well as 10 years premium roadside assistance. If you'd like to know more about it, please click the link in the description below. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, please give us a call on 9907 0555, and one of our friendly staff will be happy to help with your inquiry.